I have born and brought up in a village, and I have done my schooling from there only. Primary and the secondary higher education I have completed from my village, that is Nadia. I have completed my schooling with subjects physics, chemistry, and biology. I was a B group student. We called it as a group and B group student. I don't know about other system. I am a GSCB student. Till now I was a GSCB student. I completed my and in 12th I score around 65 to 70 percentage in my exam, which is not considered as good as to pursue MBBS or to go into fields like biotechnology or something. So I switched my career. Basically, I switched my career into psychology. My dream was to become a cardiologist, but due to some of the reasons which I can't sit and just mug up everything. So biology is a subject where logic is not very much functional. You have to mug up things. You have to practice a lot. You have to read a lot. Even right now, I'm a transform. The COVID has transformed me such a way that I used to read books. I love reading books, and I follow my passion biology, and I like I'm enemy to maths. So my physics and chemistry lag due to that, because I run away from the maths till now. Right now I'm preparing for my cat. I'm facing so much problem and difficulties in quant section, that how I am going to manage things in it. So mathematics is something which is a enemy to me. Then after I started my career, I'm such a student. I'm one of those students who don't want to just explore one thing. I don't have a set goal that right now I can say that I want to be in the business, but in business too I want to learn product management, I want to learn marketing, I want to know some of the functions of what finance play roles in, what is strategy and consulting. So I'm one of those who is very curious and want to explore many things. Of I did my graduation in BA honors, and with my so I have this foreign system called major minor. So where my major stands with psychology and my minor subjects comprises of political science and business studies. So to go in that particular field which is related to arts and commerce is something which parents and relatives and whatever the social network which we have, they doubt upon us, because over here it is considered that to take arts, that means you are not brilliant enough. Over here the three things are very famous. One, you become engineer. It doesn't matter whether you are unemployed or employed. That's the fairly thing, whether you have to become an engineer or you have to go through MBBS. Whether you pursue it in a serious manner or whether you become a good doctor or not, that doesn't matter a lot. Or a lawyer. So their whole life ends after this. So it was very difficult for me to convince my parents. Then whatever the family members ask questions that arts क्यों ले लिया. Till ninth I used to score 94-95 percentage in my exams, which many more students score that. But then I start losing interest. I start losing interest in science. Though my father told me that if you want to go away with science, we can proceed. It will waste money. I can't sit for 7 to 8 hours and study like other students. I come from a business family, so over here when you start pursuing business, like I studied psychology as my major. So in psychology there are many branches. In India we basically consider psychology as dimag ka doctor, who counsel the patient, who are the clinical psychologists who give therapy. Even child development psychologists are right now. But psychology is more beyond that. In business also there is industrial organizational psychologists are there nowadays. In Indian MNCs or Indian companies are at the stage where they are also bringing revolution. Now HR, doing an HR and being an industrial and organizational psychology is the same thing. So whatever traditional MBA colleges who run courses of HR, they have to include such aspects of psychology. Psychology plays a biggest role in anything. And in India after this COVID, each and every individual know that what is the importance of mental health, right? In terms of their own personal life or in a social life, that how can you provide someone, we should not pressurize someone, or what is the importance of psychology. Even we used to glorify such things. Right now the biggest example is that Simon Biles, who back out from some of the competitions to engage with her mental health, to sort of maintain her mental health. It's a huge responsibility when you are going to such an Olympic to represent your country, and you take such a bold decision. Lone tennis player who back out from some of the events or some of the matches due to her mental health. So I was very fascinated that let us know, because we from a middle class background, we don't consider mental health that much. We used to, because for us that to get a good life you have to work hard, you have to adjust according to the environment and all that. So this is breaking down right now after pursuing my career in psychology. My journey started while I was pursuing my undergraduation. I was appointed as a joint secretary from student governing council body. So I was into the event management part. I used to manage events, bigger events which happens in my college or my university campus and all that. So after this lockdown happened, till now I was not thinking of doing internships because I was having a lot of work when I was pursuing my academics, my undergrad degree. I was into event management, like there are monthly events going on, so we have to plan it, we have to execute it. But due to this COVID scenario, I s- I s- I thought that I should do an internship, because see, internships help you in a way that it will bring you a lot of ground realities. Sitting in a classroom and learning theories is a very different thing, and going it and applying it with other people is a very different thing. Because whatever you study in your classroom learning, which is very generalized and standardized in a format, so practical learning is very important. And at this stage, when you are not going to pursue something full time in practical learning, internship is the best thing to do. I feel that for 3-4 months at least do something. When you are exploring new fields, do unpaid internships. So I started my first internship based out of psychological organization which is called as Life Surfers. Over there, I joined as a research associate. I have background in psychology, undergrad background. So our teacher used to post a lot of internship opportunities, which I found that Life Surfers. Even though I would like to tell you here that I chose working with a developing brand rather than a developed brand. So I applied for it. I got selected. Just basic things that the traditional format is that you have to apply through CV, right? The the biggest tip which I want to cover over here is that don't just fake in your CV. uh, People say that fake it till you make it. Don't just fake in your CV, because what will happen that in some of the cases, if they will call you for the interview and will ask you about that you have written this, explain me about it, what are your key takeaways about it, then you have to think a lot, because you have written it just to fake it. My work was over there, that we used to make a posters to for social media, where it comprises of different kind of diseases, psychological disorders, if you have read. So that comprises of OCD and all that information, what you can do, what are do's and don'ts. So we our daily work was to search 10 plus articles, read 10 plus articles and source it and write it in a language that a layman can understand it. And one another thing, when you do an internship with a firm, be close to founders if it is possible. Develop relationship with your team. Critical thinking, critical analysis, somewhat communication skill. I am still working on it. Team management, how to negotiate, not on time, not on the terms of pricing, how to negotiate with the peoples if there is a if there is a burnout in a team members, how to handle it. The team management, but basically team management also includes that your deadline and all that. But how to handle the burnout or any miscommunication which happens in your team, it should not affect you personally or on your work, right? That is a basic thing which I learned. Then after doing product management, I learn a lot about sales, even a marketing, and how to understand an individual after talking to them, after after spending some of the time, how to handle it or how to do sales, uh, talking about their own perspective, that what they need. So these are the skills which I developed. And event management skills is very abstract, because I did it for 3 long years in my university. That cannot be counted as an internship, because I was functional as a student governing council body. So that's my other abstract experience which you can consider in that aspect. Positive thing, yeah. So if you are doing an unpaid internship, the positive thing is that if you commit any kind of mistake or any kind of miscommunication, uh, nobody is there to scold you. You'll just get everybody will try to handle you in a manner that you also don't feel bad. They'll handle you, or any sort of internship. If you're doing an internship, let's say if I have a article is going to publish or a poster is going to made and I made something mistake and it's up there on the social media, then after they know it. So somewhere if readers have read it, so they will find a mistake, and it creates a negative impact about the brand. But as an intern, if I did it, so they will explain me in a manner which I don't feel bad, and no such uh, kind of big blame are going to you are not direct, you are partially responsible. Maybe you have to negotiate with the internship that you will be working for this only month now, don't you will not be able to there continue with us. So that's the basic positive, and you will learn skills in free, because when you want and in minimum time, because whenever you choose a unpaid internship, at least talking about unpaid, flexible work hours are given to you. Work according to your flexible timing, so you also get a dominance over your time, that you can choose when to work and when not to work, and amount of work which you want to deliver, and you don't have such hard deadlines to follow. You are given hard deadlines such as that this is today is Monday. If I ask you that you have to complete this work, submit it by next Monday. So the positive side, when you are in the paid internships, there are hard deadlines to follow. आज सुबह दिया है, get it ready by tomorrow morning. So that are the positive things, which basic challenges which I was trying to express through the journey, that handling the burnout, because a lot of whenever you are working with a team member, contradiction will happen in ideas when you sit in the meeting. So you want to, because as an intern or as a personality, you want to create a dominance over others, that what I am trying, we should apply that, we should not, yes we can consider your point, but it's not that fair enough, it's not logical. So these things, even if you are an egocentric person, which I used to be, so you can whether handle it, or you have to accept it that you can't work with a team, you have to work all alone if you are such an egocentric or egomaniac person. So these are the challenges which I face. I used to be an egocentric person, right? I want to create a dominance over others, that what I say, whether it's true or whether it's completely illogical, it should be applied, it should be considered, and it should be 100% functional. So this is what the challenges I face, and I chose to work upon it. I don't I also have other choice, that whether I should leave it, I will join some other internship where I can create a dominance. So but I work on this path, that and if you want to work with a team, you have to let go is the biggest factor. You have to negotiate at something, or you have to consider each and everyone the equal team member, and you have to consider all their points. Whether you are going to apply it or not, that's a different thing, but you have to listen to all. Listening skill also the main important thing which I used to, listening skill. You're talking about skills which you learn from an internship. Listening is also an important thing. So one of the courses which I pursue from World Bank through EDX, which was about trading for development in the age of global value chains. So it was a business related course where you understand the trading part of the operations part through EDX. Other than that, I have completed my certification courses from my Captain, which is an IIM Bangalore incubator startup, edtech startup. I have done various. Oh, from there I have completed my stock market and finance certification, entrepreneurship certification, business communication certification, and event management certification. And sorry, and there is a last one. There is a company called Seco, which is in a developing stage, which is the founders of there are the alumni of BITS Pilani and IIT Kharagpur students have founded it with the funding from Seco Capital. From there, I got a chance to attend the product management workshop for 2 days, which was basically a certification course for 2 fair days, 7 to 8 hours ka certification course. So I completed that certification. So whatever certification course which I pursue, one was international, other was yeah, that we used to get guidance from industry experts itself, those who have worked for a fair amount of 5, 6, 7 years. Intern, like I told you that in starting I have done unpaid internships over there. I have very flexible timing. So I used to work all this whatever the deadlines or whatever work is assigned to me, I used to work in the afternoon, like from 2 to 5 o'clock. And then after I used to in the morning and in the evening time I used to help my parents because there was a COVID lockdown. And Saturday Sunday we have this ritual called meeting. So we used to sit in the meeting like that. And we have a very flexible work timing. It's just that you have to follow the weekly deadline which is given to you. And through week we on Monday we are assigned all the tasks, that whatever the, because we used to create a monthly plan when it comes to our as I told you that social media post should be up by this and this particular day, or if any psychological day is coming in regards to whatever this is, if AIDS day is coming or AIDS week, a mental awareness week is coming, then we used to plan it all. So when you have a planning, when you have monthly planning and you don't change on regularly basis, so works become very easy. You can let's say it's very flexible. If I'm getting more time for a particular day, then I finish my work easily. I used to finish my work earlier. इस वीक का काम शायद 2 दिन में 3 दिन में खत्म हो गया. So that's what the day, because so I did that. And I'm from a business family, so I am more tilted towards my business perspective. We belong to tobacco industry, which is very abstract over here in Gujarat, which is very abstract to pursue. And my father and my 7 generations are in tobacco industry. So my future plan is to pursue an MBA from a prestigious college and get a good job, because I don't want to end up doing my family business. I want to start something of my own, which is also a very abstract thing. So that's my uh, future plan, to pursue an MBA from a prestigious college, to get a corporate job, work over there for 3 to 4 years, get some experience to know how the system works, because it looks easy to start when you don't have capital, or when you don't have money to invest from the very beginning, or you can't bootstrap. So it's safe to do a job, save some money for your business, invest in that, and start your own business. And meanwhile you also get the experience of the market, that what Indian markets or consumer needs. So that's the plan, in short, plan of my future.